So let's talk about what it looks like whenever you are measuring using your measuring device. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to decide what each unnumbered line represents. Okay, that's really important because you need to know what your scale is. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You're going to take the difference between the numbered lines and you're going to divide by how many numbered lines there are, or the number of lines there are. And so let's take a look at what that looks like. I'm just going to zoom in here. So here's my example. So I've got a 2 here on this numbered line. Usually they're longer than the unnumbered ones, and then I've got a 3 over there, and then I've got these little lines in between. And so I've got the difference between my numbered lines would be 1. Whoops, that's a really big line here. Let me switch. Would be 1, and I'm dividing by I've got the spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So I'm dividing by 5. So the value of each of those lines is going to be 0.2. 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. So if I zoom in really far, I can actually write here, this is 2.2. This is 2.4, this one is 2.6, and this one is 2.8. We're going up by 0.2 each time. Okay, so that's how we're figuring out what each of those lines is. All right, so the next thing we have to do is we're going to read the measurement using that measurement rule. And we're going to include all the certain digits, all the ones that we could see, and we're going to include just one of those estimated digits between the lines. If it's exactly on the line, I'm going to underline this, underline that, yep. We're going to include a 0. So if it's right on that line, we're going to write 2.0 or 3.0. We're not just going to leave it blank because that 0 is our estimated digit. We're saying, hey, look, I estimate that it is exactly on that line. And we're going to be cautious about the scales. If we're not going by a power of 10, we're just going to make sure that we're not estimating any smaller, okay? So we're going to make sure we include our units on our measurement because a unit tells us what we're measuring in. It could be grams, centimeters, all sorts of different things.